They look the same. There's just something that I'm missing. It's bothering me. Let's go ask him about this picture. Oh, hey, it's the Steel Samurai. Yes, it's you. I want you to answer this for me, Larry, and depending on your answer, I may let you live. The Steel Samurai that was up here on that stage, was that really you? Yep, sure was. Larry! You! Steel Samurai Susie Slash! I was moved by the performance of this man. This completely useless, worthless bum. I fear I may have never recovered from this. Do you have any idea on this? No. Because the only thing I can see right now is the form of my lovely Francisca. Oh, in that case, allow me to help you sear my form into you for eternity. Ow. Now, this is a trip I'm willing to endorse, especially if we can finally get some peace here. I don't know. What does this dude say? No matter how hard you try, you'll never be a necessity in our Shifu's investigation. It's a fact, but no matter how good he is bound to overlook something. If you insult our Shifu, then prepare to be punished. And how exactly would you punish us? Every investigator under Shifu's command will work to disrupt your investigation. Vindictive much? Jesus. I don't fucking know. I literally don't fucking know. Fashion flowers. Maybe there is something I missed on his body. I already checked this area earlier, but never hurts to go over it again. Means no. A grandfather clock just like the one early in the Balbalisian embassy. You know, symmetry is a fine thing, but their interior designer really suffers for it. Really, I think this clock actually fits the decor of this room quite well. I suppose the wood does suit the all-natural atmosphere of this room. Its design, then, the material is made of strikes a good balance with the plants. Hey, you two. Now's not the time to talk about interior decorating, you know. Hurry up and save me. Be quiet. Yeah, it's all part of my elite investigation. All you need to do is be quiet and watch. Actually, I do believe Larry has a point for once. So the note didn't do anything. The other statue didn't do anything. Huh. This picture won't do anything. Wait. No, okay. I don't know if this is something that I can actually fucking do, but this thing is turned. It's been moved. This thing has turned. Because this picture should be head on. Because the thing is in the back. Don't line up. Thank God. Oh, I knew something was fucking wrong. Oh my God. Holy fuck. Look at this photo and tell me what you find out about the scene, Miss Karma. The apparent joy on the investor's face as he shakes the top-knot's hand. That's not it. I was trying to point out that the statue in the photo is facing a different way. You're right. The statue is a national treasure. As such, only an ambassador or secretariat-level person is allowed to handle it. The fact that the statue is facing the one way in this photo, and now it's facing a different direction, this preserved crime scene, is proof that someone touched the statue around the time of the crime. Thank you. Oh my God! I don't know what else to do. Okay. Can I please? There has to be fucking something. Sketch of his face and weapon, please. Larry, about this spear. I just want to be done with it. Are you feeling it? Bam! I thought there was something strange about this spear. It was... God, why couldn't I just, like... It's one of those things where it's, like, obvious, but you can't just be like, hey, your fucking spear's bent. Tell me, Larry, is it just me, or is the spear a bit bent? What? No way, it's exactly as it should be, yo. I have here the autograph you wrote for me earlier. Now take a good look at what you drew with your own hands. You can see that the spear is clearly of a different shape. I'm a bad drawer. What do you have to say to that? I'm sorry! When I hold the spear in my hands, all of a sudden I feel so powerful. And then during practice, I was spinning it around and around, and bam! I hit the wall! You unbelievable... This is an embassy! I've always been like that, ever since I was a kid. One time, on an overnight field trip, I bought a fake sword and played with it late that night. I'm just a useless, hot-blooded man. Larry, clarify that for me. William. Okay, so I was on some field trip and I began to shadow fight with myself. Not that, I meant that you said earlier about spinning the spear and hitting the wall. Oh, that. It's no biggie. It's not like I left a hole or anything. That's not why I'm asking, Larry. The samurai spear is made of metal. I somehow doubt that a move as simple as spinning it around would cause it to bend. Man, Edgy, you're so naive. Where did that come from? Yeah, they're fake. They're props. Well, you keep calling it the samurai spear. But it's not real. You can't really fight someone with it. Because it's hollow on the inside. You could hit it against practically anything and it would bend. Is that so? Don't tell me you thought it was real. Oh, but don't take it the wrong way. I just think that part of your personality is cute. I see. Your friendship truly is something special, Miles Edgeworth. It's not friendship. It's utter humiliation. And I know you'd like it, but I don't. I guess that about wraps up my investigation. That's... Ugh. Yo, Pink Princess, how you feeling? You still ill? Good talk. She doesn't fucking like you, dude. It's okay. And you got another strange character comes out of the woodwork. And so the Pink Princess also comes to pay the Alba embassy a visit. I believe I may need to speak to her as well. It's gonna be a lot of heart, right? Miss Pink Princess, I have a few questions I'd like to ask you. Miss Pink Princess, if you would please answer. I wanna fucking die. Me. No. No. This must be what they call fate. How could this happen 2 days in a row? What the? Aren't you Miss Oldbag? Have fun, Larry. Why are you so surprised? Ah, so you're the one that got to play the Steel Samurai. It's too bad I didn't realize that until now. You are acquaintances with Larry? Why, yes, we worked at the same company for a little while, you know. Yeah, I remember. That's why it's okay, my edgy boo. You don't need to be jealous. No. I was in the next room, you know, trying to get in some beauty sleep. But it was so noisy here that I couldn't fall asleep. So I came over to complain. So imagine my shock when I saw my precious edgy boo waiting here for me. I mean, who could have imagined that you would ever come to a show like this? I guess I've misjudged you, Edgy Poo. You misjudged him? I thought he was trying to avoid me, you know. Yeah, I am. There was no misjudgment on your part. That's precisely what I was trying to do. But it looks like the winds have shifted and he is now willing to be chased after. I'm simply overwhelmed. Don't you worry, Edgy Poo. I chase you forever to the ends of the earth. Please, God, no. Isn't that just peachy? This is one of those rare times when Francisca and I actually see eye to eye. Now then, what are you doing here? I thought you were working at Gatewater Land as the Pink Badger. What are you talking about? That was ages ago. That was literally the other day ago. That was yesterday. Look, I worked at Global Studios before, a long time ago, right? Well, they called me up this morning, kind of out of the blue, actually. They called you. Apparently, the girl who plays the Pink Princess collapsed from a bad cold. It happened so suddenly, so they called me in to be her last-minute replacement. They don't have enough people on staff at the studio. I really couldn't say no, so here I am playing the role of the heroine. Instead of that Mindy girl, I mean. But that poor girl, I feel bad for her. Because they let me stand in for her. She's going to have a terrible time. I mean, I'm not exactly great at leading, but the stand-in in any single second... What the fuck? The audience was in a uproar because I tell you, they're really just a bunch of simpletons. Rather lively. So basically, you received the stand-in request this morning. You got it. If you need to see it, I've got it here. Right, look. I wasn't doubting the authenticity of it. I mean, I really doubt she's gonna fucking break in. It appears that she's telling the truth. Oh god, that's actually gonna be important. I tell you, my fine acting moved the entire audience to tears. That's not why they're crying. Yes, tears of laughter, as I recall. But being famous has its problems too, you know. Here, look at this. It's a letter from a stalker. Are you sure it's a stalker? Wendy, I'll be descending on you from above tonight, your lovely night. I was just taking my break when I found this stuck under my door, the door to my room. Larry, stop being horny. Honestly, you really have to watch out for these kinds of things. Look at what it says. One day, I'll be descending on you from above tonight, your lovely night. How absolutely revolting. I mean, you'd think you could get my name right. There's no accent in my name. But he didn't know. Larry didn't know. So that means he got a different letter that said, like, oh, come to my room or whatever. Come into the thing. So this was, like, orchestrated to frame him as well. As well as just make fun of Oldbag. But it probably wasn't intended against her. Wait, this horrible handwriting. Where have I seen this before? Oh, but now that you're here, Edgy Boo, I feel 100% safe. 1 second. And this stand-in request, who is it? It doesn't say who did it. Fuck. Because whoever knew about the stand-in request knew who to send the letter to. Where do I factor into this? You'd bust that evil stalker man for my sake, wouldn't you, Edgy Boo? Well, if you allow me the liberty to handle this in my own way, I'll gladly dispatch a detective to your house later. Oh, come on, Edgy Poo. Stop being so dismissive and playing hard to get. I don't want you. What was the time of the murder? She had to have heard it, right? No, she didn't because she was screaming. What were you doing at the time of the crime? What crime? What? After the show is over, I had nothing but free time on my hands. I wonder why. Why is that, Oldbag? Why? Please enlighten me why nobody wanted to spend time with you. So I used the fireplace in the room next door to keep my bad hip warm. Well, a murder occurred in the room next to yours. Is that right? Oh, Edgy Boo, I'm so scared. Hold me. Caress me! No. If you could please not cling on to my personage, I will have you arrested for battery and sexual harassment. In any case, I take it then that you failed to show up to Ambassador Alba's speech. Oh, that? No, I didn't go to that. Fuck him. I mean, I may have the heart of a young, tender maiden, but my body just refuses to cooperate at times. As soon as the show ended, my hips started acting up and got stiff. I couldn't move at all. Can you provide proof of your condition? Oh, you just go on ahead and ask the doctor in the infirmary. They're the ones who carried me from the theater all the way to the embassy. I have to admit, the thought of her not being able to leave that room is rather pleasant. So I took a hammer to her fucking hip. Prosecutor Von Carva, I brought the police dog as you requested, sir. Good work. You may leave now, officer. What? This dog. Why is there a dog here? I requested the assistance of a dog in our search for the thief. Looks like you guys have some pretty bright dogs in this country, too. Good boy. Hey, you're a real cutie, aren't you? Yeah, that's a good boy. That's a police dog Gumshoe's been taken care of. I think its name is Missile. What a fitting name for a police dog that dashes out in front and attacks. That action alone isn't exactly what's going to solve the case for us, you know. No, I want him to rip her throat out. Now, Missile, I want you to find some clues. Go! What? Good dog. You really are quite bright, aren't you? And like I said, someone I know. Now, what do we have here? What is this? It looks like a small hot dog, but... Wait, Francisca, isn't that an official samurai dog? No! Bad Missile! He ate it. I wonder if it's alright for him to eat that. It's just a meat substitute snack featuring the Steel Samurai. I'm sure he'll be fine. It's quite a bit of information you gathered here in a single quick glance. We should really be focusing on why there was a samurai dog here in the first place. It looks like that snack wasn't all that Missile found. Oh, and what do we have here? It appears to be a lady's undershirt. Ooh. I wonder if Ambassador Alba might have an interest in cross-dressing. I somehow doubt that. It doesn't look like the shirt would even fit him. Yeah, considering he also is like 8 million years old and a massive fucking hunch. A samurai dog and a lady's undershirt. What are these two items doing in a room like this? Given the circumstances, the lady's undershirt could only belong to one person. I suppose I should get this over with and ask the owner of said undershirt about it. I don't think it's Kay's. Oh, and I don't think it's Oldbags. I can, like, 100% guarantee that. But you know what? Might as well. It's not hers. There's no way. If you could please take a look at this brown-colored undershirt. Oh, Edgy Poo, what is the meaning of this? Why did you steal that thing from my bags? All you had to do was ask, and I would have given in to you as many as you'd like. Thanks, but no thanks. The shirt was found here at the crime scene. What? Come now, why don't you just confess and explain what it's doing here? I take gratification in knowing that I can put you away in jail for the rest of your fucking life, old bag. I know nothing. Nothing, I tell you. What? Oh, I admit that I used the fireplace to dry that shirt. But I can't really help the fact that I had to, you know? Wearing that pink princess costume was like wearing was like being in a sauna. And on top of that, I get fingered as a suspect. You're too cruel, Edgy Poo. Are you claiming that you never once set foot inside this room? She probably never did. Let's be completely honest here. Of course I am. If I had been the one to find the body, do you think I'd be as calm and relaxed as I am? I tell you, it's always like this. It's always my fault. Some tadpole thing is missing. Something is missing. Speaking, when we get married, he said, I'm going... What? Deserve it. Will you marry me? Honestly, men these days. Yeah, well, I don't believe she is lying about her actions. So I can safely assume she really was drying her shirt by the fireplace on a break. And somehow the undershirt managed to move from the next room into this one. Probably got lifted up, right? I assume the samurai dog was also yours. Oh, that brilliant mind of yours. You really can see through everything about me. And so the feeling of dread continues. But I suppose I should ask for more details. Okay, I don't know how that got here if it was hers. The samurai dog was yours, wasn't it? Oh, of course, I'm forever yours, my edgy wedgy poo. If you could just stick to what I asked you. Edgy, are you in Miss Oldbag? No! You really don't... Fuck. You really don't change, do you? When will you learn how to take a joke? Anyway, that samurai dog wasn't mine. Thank God. Those things are a present from the studio to the embassy. A present? The studio bigwigs basically told us to play delivery boys. We were supposed to hand the dogs off to the embassy people and tell them hi. I had to pile them all into a pushcart and just move them around. Move them all. The studio guys should have delivered those things by themselves, right, Edgy? So did you deliver the samurai dogs to the embassy staff as per your instructions? No, I don't fucking do work. What do I look like, a scum? Hey, Edgy, don't just ignore me and my questions. Are you going to stick up for me? What? How about that? See, after the show, I went to rest a spell in the dressing room. Because of my bad hip, you know. And there they were. The samurai dogs were just sitting on the dressing room floor. Oh, I suppose you had to make preparations for distributing them after the show. I thought, like, literally it was just, like, laying on the fucking ground, the food, that is. Well, by preparation, you mean sampling them as well. Old bag. Excuse me? Oh, I tried one and thought they were actually quite good. So I ate 7 more. Because, you know, my bad hip, it, makes me, hungry. You know what they say? Sorry, but I just had to find out it. I know, it was silly of me. Me to think this, but I figured that since they're for a kids show, their taste was probably for kids too. But they were so good that I just couldn't stop. Before I went back to my room, I just had to help myself to half a dozen or so boxes. As I sat there by the roaring fire, warming them and eating them, I thought, this is... What is it now? Oh, I know. I bet you want a box too, don't you, my edgy poo? Who am I to say no to you? But I'll give you one. The rest are all for me. Thank you for your kind generosity, old lady. I appreciate it. Samurai dogs forced onto me. Looks like the lesson for today is that when the Steel Samurai and the Pink Princess take off their masks, they transform into a pair of annoying troublemakers. True! Thank you. Hey boy. He was a much bigger help than I thought he would be. Yes, however, there are a few aspects I don't understand about what he found. In that case, you should keep investigating until you do understand. Now, my subordinate, continue with the investigation. Alright, I will. It is with great dread that I proceed to do what I must to solve this case. It's investigating... Okay, same thing. I need to talk to Larry here. Hey Larry, can you tell me about this note? Fuck. I could have fucking sworn it was his. Now this is a trip. That's nice handwriting. But this is like shit handwriting over here. If I ever can find it. Yeah, like it's definitely 100% the same thing. Maybe I have to like logic something out here. There we go. Yeah. That he went into the other place. There's no trace of this room's fireplace being used. And your point is, smoke was supposedly pouring out of the chimney connected to this fireplace. At least according to Larry, this is a contradiction of the facts, is it not? Are sure he wasn't just disoriented or something up on the roof? There's testimony from an investigator that puts Larry at this particular chimney. So no, I don't think it was a mistaken impression on Larry's part. On the other hand, the fireplace in the next room was being used at the same time. Where do you suppose the smoke from that fireplace went? Oh yes, I see. So what you're proposing is this. The smoke that came out of the chimney was actually from Miss Oldbags' fire. So basically the fireplaces of neighboring rooms share one chimney. Is that what you're implying? Whoa, okay. I was gonna say that they're just next to each other and that who, like, the dude just placed them at the wrong area because the chimneys are right next to each other. Hey, I'll take the other one, though. Exactly. How these get together, though, is a little question. Like, unless it just got blown up a little bit. The lady's undershirt the missile found. Ow. Why are you getting all excited over holding on to a lady's undergarment? I'm not excited, it's Oldbags. Miles Edgeworth, you uncouth sea slug. If you know the owner of said undershirt, then hurry up and return it to her already. You have it all wrong, this is evidence. And the owner of this piece of evidence was in the room next door. Yet despite that, missile found in the fireplace of this room. This lady's undershirt. Are you seriously claiming that it somehow passed through a solid brick wall? Not quite. The fireplace in this room is connected to a chimney. And the other fireplace in the other room is also connected to the same chimney, leading us to the possibility that the two fireplaces are connected to each other. Perhaps a closer look at the back of the fireplace is in order. There's an X on the back of the wall in the fireplace. Let's see if I can't get a better look at it. What in the... What? Okay, you know what? That's something I didn't even anticipate. I full thought it was just going to be, hey, you know what? It just got blown up. The wall separating this room's fireplace from the next room's fireplace apparently turns. As I suspected, this fireplace does indeed connect this room to the neighboring room. The neighboring room. There appears to be nothing particular about the next room. But the fact that there is nothing special about the next room isn't what's important. It's the fact that there is a secret passageway through this room's fireplace. Why does there need to be a fucking secret area to this place? Well, what? I mean, I get that it's an embassy and all, but why does it fucking need that? Ooh, does the fireplace in the other one also have the same thing? I mean, the things are, like, identical. Well, now we know that the fireplace connects to the two rooms, but how exactly is that significant? You aren't going to suddenly name the old lady as Damas II's killer now, are you? No, she couldn't move at all because of her stiff hip. So she could not have been the one. Unfortunately, I believe that this fireplace has nothing whatsoever to do with Damask's murder.